You walk into your kitchen every day, it's one of the most used rooms in the house, but over time, wear and tear, outdated pieces, or clutter can make it feel stale. The great news is you don't need a full overhaul to make your kitchen feel fresh and more inviting. A little bit of smart, simple DIY upgrades can totally revitalize that space. So let's go through several ideas that you can tackle in a weekend or even in a few evenings that'll bring style, function, and new energy into your kitchen without having to gut it completely. First, one of the easiest and most visible changes is upgrading your cabinet hardware. These knobs and pulls and hinges that have been with you for years, you can swap them out, and it is an inexpensive, fast, and surprisingly effective way to make your kitchen feel better. If you choose a finish that fits your style, like matte black or brushed nickel, if you want some modern vibes, or some antique brass or ornate designs if your aesthetic leans classic, even changing just a few cabinet doors or the hardware on your drawers can completely shift the way that your kitchen looks. All you need is a screwdriver, maybe one new hole template if the old and the new don't match exactly, and a lot of patience, and you will be golden. Next up, you gotta realize that paint has power. Whether it's refreshing your walls or painting your cabinets or even touching up your backsplash, it can transform your kitchen. If you're painting your cabinets, make sure that you use semi-gloss or high-gloss paint. That sheen wipes clean easily, which is a big deal around grease and splatters. Before you paint, make sure that you clean your surfaces well, you sand them lightly, and maybe use a little bit of primer. It takes more prep, but it pays off because the paint will stick better and will last longer. You could also upgrade your backsplash. There are some clever options like tile, stainless steel, peel and stick panels, but if you go peel and stick, make sure they're rated for heat and moisture so that you don't end up having to replace them later because they just peel right off. Lighting is another area with a big payoff. The right lighting can change how your kitchen feels and functions. Consider installing pendant lights over an island or the breakfast bar. They are going to add style and focused light. Your under cabinet lighting is also great for workspace visibility, cutting shadows when you're chopping or cooking. Make sure you swap out the old or yellowish bulbs for bright, energy efficient LEDs. LEDs use less power, last longer, and give you better color and clarity. If you're not sure about wiring, always check that the fixture fits, that the wires are matched correctly, and if needed, get advice from someone experienced. Safety matters, especially when you're dealing with electricity. Next up, realize that clutter kills style. The next DIY update that you can do is maximize your storage with organizers. This does not sound sexy at all, but it really helps. If you get pull-out drawers, they can make deep cabinets useful instead of just black holes. I don't know if you've ever stacked everything in one spot, but it gets to be a little bit dangerous. A Lazy Susan can work well in the corner cabinets, and you can install adhesive hooks on the inside of cabinet doors for things like measuring cups or pot lids. Hanging baskets under cabinets can free up counter space also. When everything has its place, your kitchen feels airier and more organized, and that alone can make a big difference in your living space. Don't forget the finishing touches, the accessories that you have in your kitchen. You can change out your dish towels, you can swap in a new rug or a floor mat, you can add plants, herbs in pots. They're functional and they're beautiful and they make the place look nicer. Curtains or window treatments that match or contrast smartly can soften harsh lines. Little details like bowls or plates on open shelving can be rotated with your mood or season. These smaller items tend to cost less, require little effort, and give you the flexibility to experiment with color or style without a long-term commitment like paint. Here are a few extra tips to make these DIY updates go smoother. Make sure that you measure carefully. If you're swapping out hardware, measure hole spacing so that you don't end up with misaligned knobs or the need to drill extra holes. Also, make sure you take time to clean surfaces before painting or installing. Grease, grime, and old finishes all affect how good the new looks will come out. Make sure you work in stages too. Maybe hardware first, then lighting, and then paint. This lets you spread out the cost and the time and see what you like before doing more. And also make sure you keep safety in mind. Use the right tools, wear gloves, or even goggles when needed. Make sure that lights are switched off when working on electrical features, and make sure that you are safe in everything that you do. You don't need a full renovation to give your kitchen new life. Upgrading that hardware, doing some painting, changing out lighting, adding a backsplash, organizing smartly, and refreshing that decor. All of these things are things that you can do even on a budget and even if you're not experienced. These changes often cost a fraction of a complete remodel, they take less time, and they deliver a huge return in how much you enjoy your kitchen, both visually, functionally, and emotionally. So pick one or two projects from this list, grab your tools, and refresh your kitchen, and you'll be surprised how powerful these small changes can be. And while you're at it, check out homemembership.com. Our plan gives you peace of mind that your major systems and your appliances are covered if something breaks down. You know exactly what we cover because it's all on our easy-to-read coverage chart. Check out homemembership.com today to see what we offer and sign up today.